Y'all, it is understandable to miss a toxic person or a narcissist after the relationship has ended. And of course, if you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're talking about just that, y'all. Why it's okay to miss somebody that has hurt you, but you don't have to allow them access to your life anymore. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe. So this person is saying it hurts to end the toxic relationship. So why do I miss them? I feel so dumb. And of course, if you're new here, I'm a narcissist, actually a narcissistic personality disorder. So, y'all, it's 100% completely understandable to miss someone that you spent a long time with. You spent 10 years with somebody. That's 3,650 days of talking to this person every day, seeing this person every day, communicating with this person every day. Was it all good? No. Was it all bad? No. But once it ends and you possibly go no contact with that person, it makes sense to miss that connection. It's okay to miss someone. Don't beat yourself up for missing somebody that might have treated you badly. It doesn't make you dumb. It actually makes you human. It's understandable. It'd be weird if you didn't miss them sometimes. It's okay to miss somebody, but it's not okay to continue to allow them access to you when they're hurting you and doing you wrong. You can miss the person. You can mourn the end of the relationship, but that access point to you is cut off. You know, you get it. It's understandable. Stay strong. So welcome back, folks. Welcome back. So if you couldn't read the text on the screen, it says, agreed, it hurts. So why do I miss him? I feel so dumb. Y'all, do not beat yourself up for missing a toxic narcissistic person that has hurt you in some way, shape, or form. Don't do that. And I know it's way easier for me to just sit here and just say, hey, don't do that. It's way easier said than done. It's easier to say, it's harder to do. I understand that. But when you beat yourself up, I call it giving yourself an emotional black eye. When you give yourself an emotional black eye, it makes it harder for you to see emotionally. You have to stop blacking your eyes emotionally by beating yourself up, because it's harder to see and understand and move forward. You know, that guilt that you feel about breaking up with this person or leaving this person, that's not real guilt. That's not real guilt. That's the feeling that you feel is their guilt. They put that guilt onto you. They want to make you feel bad about moving on and choosing, a shot at happiness rather than give this person another chance. It's okay to miss somebody that has hurt you, but it is not okay to continuously allow this person back into your life to hurt you over and over and over again. It's just not, y'all. And a lot of people fall into these spaces where you have a lot of friends and family members that support you, but you keep going back over and over and over again because you miss them. You keep giving into that feeling of missing them so much that you keep going back over and over and over again. And guess what happens? Your friends cut you off, and then you blame your friends. Like, my friends don't want to talk to me anymore. Y'all, look. Take yourself. It's kind of like you need to have an out of body experience. Put yourself in one of your friend's shoes and just say, "Hey, look, I'm a Debbie. How do I look from somebody else's perspective? Oh, you look like a Debbie Downer. You look like every time y'all go out to have fun, you're killing the mood because you're bringing up your toxic ex that everybody's told you to leave 15,000 times. The one that beat you up, the one that takes your money, the one that has nothing going for themselves, the one that doesn't take care of the kid. That person right there. Sooner or later, they get tired of hearing it, y'all. You know what I mean? I'm not saying and they don't abandon you. Sometimes it's okay for them to set boundaries on you and choose themselves. They can choose them too, y'all. Just like you can choose you to get out of this toxic relationship. They can choose themselves to get to, because it's not like when you're in a toxic relationship, everybody around you is in that same toxic relationship. It's just not you that's in that relationship, y'all. When you're in that relationship, everybody around you is in that toxic relationship because it doesn't just affect you. It affects everybody else. It's like a sickness. It's just like it starts with y'all, but then it spreads itself out. It's like a little narcissistic pandemic. You see what I'm saying? It's like a little toxic pandemic. Toxicity is running rampant. Except you can't have there's no mask, there's no mandate, there's no vaccine, there's nothing out here for that. You got to live through it. You got to push through it. You know what I mean? And this right here in this situation, herd immunity might work because one person starts to heal, everybody starts to heal. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We don't get political over here, y'all. Don't get political in the comment section. I don't want to hear it. I'm just going to start muting political comments. But yeah, you get into that space though, y'all. You fall into that space. You fall into that healing. You fall into that healthiness. Like, it's okay to miss somebody that has hurt you. Stop beating yourself up. Why do I miss this person? Y'all, let's just say you were with this person. Let's do some quick, easy math right here, y'all. let's say you were with this person. Let's say you're 30 years old, right? You're 30 years old, right? Let's say you're with this person for 10 years. You get this person, so 10 whole years of your life. So 10 years divided by 30 is how much? It's 33% of your life, 33.3% of your life, right? So it's understanding, and this 33% has been from 10 straight years. There's been no break. I mean, y'all might have broken up. There might be on and off, but there's been 10 straight years of pretty much talking to this person every single day. 10 years, 3,650 days. So it makes sense, y'all, for you to go. It's hard as hell to go from talking to somebody for 3,650 plus days every single day to now it's the beginning of the rest of your life, 0. This person has been in your life 33% of the time, and now they're going to be 0 for the rest. That's hard to reconcile with inside of your mind, y'all. But you get there. You have to allow yourself the chance to get there. It hurts to leave my stomach, hurt my head hurts when I leave this person. It's supposed to hurt, y'all. You think healing feels good? You think healing feels good? Healing feels good when you get there. Healing feels good when you start allowing the healing process. But when you first get started, it don't feel good, y'all. You're gonna have times when you crying and it's hard to sleep at night. You're gonna have times you thinking, you wondering what they're doing right now. You're gonna have times where they get up at 5 o'clock and they get home at 5:07. You can be thinking of what the hell is 5:07. Well, I wonder what they're doing. Are they thinking about me? Yo, it's understandable. This has been a big chunk of your life, but it's not okay to keep going back into this toxicity, especially if you have kids, especially if you have other people dependent on you. That's when it becomes not okay. It's not okay for you to do it to yourself, but especially when you have other people that are dependent on you. The more you go into the toxic relationship, the more you deal with these toxic people, the more you deal with this toxicity, the more likely they are to harm you. The more you go back and forth with a toxic ass person, the more likely they are to harm you and maybe perhaps send you to meet your maker, which you don't necessarily want to do. I know everybody want to meet their maker sooner or later, but you want to be here for a little while longer though, don't you? You'll be here for a little while longer. You want to enjoy your feet on the ground, don't you? Your toes in the sand, in the water and whatnot. You want to enjoy that, don't you? Baby steps, y'all. Baby steps on a healing journey. You have to heal. It's understandable that you miss them. You don't look dumb for missing somebody. You might look dumb to other people if you keep going back and forth into the toxicity because they don't understand the trauma bond and Stockholm syndrome and traumatic relationships, toxic relationships. They don't understand it, but you might look that way to others and you might feel that way. But you're not dumb for choosing you. You're not dumb for not going back. You're not dumb for not wanting to go back. You're not dumb for not wanting to give somebody a 10th chance to mess up. You're not dumb, y'all. You're not dumb for not forgiving somebody for hurting you consistently. You're not dumb. You might look that way if you keep going back into this toxicity because you're going to get sooner or later, y'all. I'm just telling you, people do float away from you. If your relationship is a toxic cesspool, then sooner or later, people start treading water in this toxicity. They get tired of treading water and they swim away to clearer water. They swim away to a lifeboat, a rescue boat. They might offer you a hand. Hey, you coming with us? This is the last rescue boat out of here for the next 10 years. And you say, nah, I'm good. And then you stay 10 more years, used, abused, lied to, manipulated, cheated on, and then the other person leaves you. And then you try to reach out to your friends. They might be done with you, y'all. They might be done. Like, hey, it was fun. We used to have fun back in the day, but like we don't want you to get into another relationship where you just discard everybody and start treating yourself horribly and start giving the other person what they want and you start neglecting yourself. You know what I mean? This happens all the time, y'all. It's okay to miss. It's okay. You can love somebody and miss somebody and don't allow access from it. Y'all know I'm about to say, don't you? You know I'm about to say. You can love somebody from across the street. And you don't have to hug them to prove to you. You don't have to allow them access to your life. You can see them across this little emotional street over there. They're like, hey, I love you. I just can't allow access to my life or my space anymore because you're so toxic. You see what I'm saying? Hey, they'll do things like that. So you have to protect your peace and protect your inner workings, y'all. But I'm just telling you, it's understandable that you missed a person that treated you badly. You're a human being. You're a human being. We're all human beings for the most part, but you're definitely a human being. Don't fret, don't get upset because you missed somebody that hurt you. It's understandable, y'all. It really, truly, really is. It truly is one of those understandable things, But anyways, y'all, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm super, super thankful for y'all. Tonight is the first episode of my live show, Waving the Red Flag. Make sure you tune in at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in America. Live show. There'll be some guests on there. Good stories about possible red flags and toxic relationships. Make sure you tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Waving the Red Flag with Lee Hammock, my producer. If you want to be on the show, email wavingtheredflagshow@gmail.com. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video, y'all. I am truly eternally grateful for every single one of y'all that support the channel in any way, shape, or form. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that we can reach more people, to help more people. The self-love brand is available. I'm strong, I love me. It's a self-love brand. The self-love journal is available on Amazon as well to help you rebuild that self-love and identity, during the toxic relationship. Also look into joining the channel memberships to get more behind the scenes perks and things like that, y'all. Thank you so much for your support.